On behalf of the Board of Management and staff, welcome to everyone today, and in particular I welcome all our board members to their first public event, and today they're represented by Mary Rydberg and a number of board members with us today. Can we note some apologies please from Anne Webster and Ali Cuppa, both in Parliament in Canberra and Melbourne today. I'd like to make a special mention to our wonderful staff from our Aboriginal Health Unit. That's Barb Gibson-Thorpe and our liaison officers Derek Jones and Cara Winters, and we'll be seeing and hearing from them shortly. Our Aboriginal Health Unit is an amazing unit. It provides cultural support and advocacy for everyone from an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people perspective, and is committed to improving the health and well-being of the outcomes for our patients, of which some of them have joined us today, and I extend a very warm welcome to them all. NAIDOC Week is an opportunity to celebrate history, culture and achievements for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. It is celebrated not only by indigenous communities but by Australians of all walks of life. The week is a great opportunity to participate in a range of activities like today to support our local Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities. Some brief history for you. This started back in 1938 in what would be a term and a time of conflict. And from there, difficult conversations began. This continued through the 40s and the 50s, up until the early 1990s, when the National Aborigines Day Observance Committee, at that stage called NAIDOC, I hope I've pronounced that right, was formed and later expanded to include Torres Strait Islanders. NAIDOC it became, NAIDOC it remained. As an organisation, we are very proud, and as a new organisation, we are very proud to be able to celebrate and recognise NAIDOC Week. And with that in mind, I welcome Arthur Smith. Arthur is a Latchi man, who are the traditional custodians of the land, and the first and, my apologies, a Latchi man who are the traditional custodians of the land that MBPH is on, and he will do the welcome to country. Thank you, Arthur.
On behalf of the Latchi people whose land we are gathering on today, I would like to welcome everyone and ask that we all acknowledge the Latchi people as first people of this nation, and respect our elders past, present and future, and respect our honour and culture. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Arthur, much appreciated. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce a wonderful man who I've met this morning, and he's quite a character, Peter Peterson, who is a Latchi man who's going to do the smoking ceremony. A highly symbolic ceremony which he will be joined by Barb Gibson-Thorpe, Derek Jones and Cara Winters. So after the smoking, we will be then having the cleansing of our flags. These flags will then be presented to our chair, Mary Rydberg, and these flags will then live in our foyer as a mark of respect to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So Peter, over to you.
For 1,000 years, and the day we started yesterday, done a cleansing yesterday, starts always open up to the stories from the river. From now on down we do cleanse them, all our family, our mob, they're cleansed all the way down. So thank you very much. This is the cleansing, and the spirit, thanks everyone. Yeah, I'm front right. What we do.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Unbelievable. Thank you very much to... I'm very interested to know the youngest age over there. We will find out. Absolutely incredible. Beautiful stuff. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our formal ceremony today, and I hope everyone's enjoyed. We've held out on the weather and we've been able to, I think, really have a beautiful ceremony. I want to thank the hotel services team for their preparation of the barbecue, which will be beautiful, but of the way the grounds have been presented today is absolutely brilliant. To Heath Kendall, you've done a great job, Heath, getting this all organised with Barb and the Aboriginal Health Unit, and I thank them very much. To everybody who has joined us, this has been a tremendous day, and it's going to be a very proud moment for us to put the flags which have been cleansed into our foyer and start really building that relationship, and I thank everyone for that, and we look forward to working very closely with everyone in our community as we move forward. So let me wrap up and say thank you for being here. It's been a wonderful event. Join us for lunch, please, and we look forward to continuing such events into the future. So thank you all very much.
My name's Peter Peterson and I work for school education. Native Day, I sort of do the smoking, I do the cleansing, and I go around to all different places, like in the schools, because I work in schools, and I go in the community and I go and do smoking, who wants to be smoked and want to be cleansed, and I do the football clubs and the netball clubs, so I do all that too. So what's really important, we sort of go out there and we sort of explain what this culture is about. We share that culture because a lot of people want to know about NAIDOC Week, where we all come together as one, and we're there for one another to work with one another, help one another out, and sort of engage with a lot of people, and sort of explain how we can engage about Mungo Natural Park and with NAIDOC. Yeah, it's been different this year, and this year was very slow this year because with the virus going around. A lot of elders and a lot of other people in the community, they're actually still there for one another and help one another.
Terry Welch, the Chief Executive Officer at Mildura Base Public Hospital. Well, today we've celebrated NAIDOC Week, and obviously as a new health service we're very keen to be connecting with people of ATSI background and of course our whole community, and NAIDOC Week was a wonderful opportunity to be able to do that. So today we've obviously had a beautiful smoking ceremony, and we've been able to cleanse these flags behind me, which will now live in our foyer as a mark of respect and really building that cultural safety and that openness that we want as we connect with the community. So it's been wonderful to have so many people here in the COVID world, being able to be COVID safe of course, but we're delighted to be able to connect with our ATSI communities right across New South Wales and Victoria of course, and our local communities, and it's really a way of paying respect and acknowledging history, but also celebrating the wonderful future we're going to have together. Well, there's been an enormous amount of planning. Sometimes these things take 20 minutes, but the background to get it all organised has been amazing by our Director of Public Affairs, his team, and also the Aboriginal Health Unit. And I think today we've been able to put on what's been a really nice event. It's our first public event as Mildura Base Public Hospital, and I think it's been a great representation not only of us as an organisation, but of the way we really want to connect with the community and be a really open and connected organisation. So I'm absolutely delighted. I'm so proud of the team who have pulled this off and being able to achieve it even with the weather almost against us, and I think it's been a tremendous start in the way we will build a very strong relationship with the ATSI community. They'll have a new home. As you saw today, we cleansed them with the smoke, and that's a very strong symbolic gesture, and then they will live in the foyer as a absolute mark and a symbol that this is everybody's organisation, including that of the ATSI people, and we want them to be able to feel very safe when they come to our facility, and we'll continue to focus on improving that feeling of safety and that cultural safety, but this has been a terrific start, and the flags will very much represent that into the future.